In the quiet town of Güzelköy, the sea keeps many secrets, but not forever. When Lemon, a teacher with a haunted past, returns home, old wounds open, old flames reignite, and the truth refuses to stay buried. Shahika, the powerful mayor, living a lie that could destroy everything. Mine, the sweet shop owner, hiding a past no one suspects. Susie, the fearless voice on the radio, caught in a love that could cost her everything. And Demir, the man who connects them all. 5 lives, 1 town, a past that won't let go. As the tides turn, love will be tested, friendships will break, and every secret will surface. Ben Lamon. Some stories begin the moment you return.
Veliyat, trailer voiceover script. In the heart of Istanbul, where power rules and secrets can destroy everything, a man named Timur is running out of time, a mechanic drowning in debt, until one choice changes his life forever. The powerful Karsley family is crumbling, the patriarch is fading, and to save his empire, he makes a deal with the wrong man. Timur becomes Safar Karsley, an heir, a stranger, a lie. But in a house built on secrets, every lie has a heartbeat, and every truth demands a price. Rayhan, the wife who feels what words can't say, Zulfikar, the father losing control, and Timur, caught between the man he was and the life he stole. As love turns dangerous and loyalty turns deadly, the Karsley Empire stands on the edge of ruin. Because in this world, power isn't given, it's taken. Veliyat, this fall on Show TV. The heir is not who you think. At number 8, we have Gözleri Karadeniz, also known as His Eyes Are the Black Sea. Comes a man forged by its fury and silence. Azil, a principled sea captain, returns home after years at sea, but what he finds waiting on shore will change his life forever. A dynasty built on power, a father who abandoned him, and a brother whose empire thrives on secrets and blood. When Azil unknowingly disrupts his half-brother Melmit's criminal world, he's drawn into a storm of betrayal and revenge, a storm that could consume him. And in the midst of darkness, he finds Gunesh, the woman he was never meant to love, the woman bound to the very family he must destroy. Between loyalty and truth, between blood and love, one man must face the sea within himself. Gözleri Karadeniz. His eyes are the Black Sea.
At number 7, we have Çarpıntı, also known as Reborn. The story begins with a single heartbeat. One life ending, another beginning. Asli Güneş, a young woman born with a failing heart, is given a second chance when she receives the heart of Melike Alkan, the cherished daughter of one of Istanbul's most powerful families. For Reyhan Alkan, grief becomes obsession. In Asli's eyes, she sees her lost daughter's soul and welcomes her into a life she can never truly belong to. But every heart carries memories, and Asli begins to feel what Melike once felt: love, fear, and the pulse of a truth buried deep beneath tragedy. Now, drawn to Melike's uncle, Aras, Asli finds herself trapped between 2 lives, one she's living and one that refuses to die. In a world where love and loss share the same heartbeat, one question echoes louder than all the rest. Was Malika's death truly an accident or something far darker? Reborn. Every heartbeat hides a secret. At number 6, we have Kiskanmak, also known as to be jealous. All her life, Saniha was the forgotten one, while her brother Halid became the pride of the family, educated, admired, and adored. Saniha was left behind, the ugly duckling of a noble home. Years passed. He rose to glory. She became invisible, a shadow in her own home, mocked as Liz Nobody. But even a shadow can learn to strike back. When her brother's secrets threaten to destroy the family, Saniha sees of her first chance at power, exposing his lies and forcing him into a respectable marriage, all in exchange for the inheritance she was long denied. But Halid's arrogance knows no limits. When he abandons his fiancée for another woman, the family turns on Saniha once more. Humiliated, betrayed, forgotten, Saniha's pain turns to fury, and her jealousy becomes her only companion. At the edge of despair, something awakens within her. Not weakness, but vengeance. To be jealous is to be reborn in darkness. At number 5, we have Satekerlan, Ertan Aydin, one of Istanbul's top lawyers, brilliant, ruthless, trained by his father to win no matter the cost. But when his father dies suddenly, the man who built his world leaves behind a secret, one that could destroy everything. To protect that secret, Ertan turns to Asya, a street-smart con artist with debts, charm, and nothing left to lose. Together they step into the world of the powerful, a family built on money, deception, and bloodline. She thinks she's using him to survive. He thinks he's using her to protect his name. But in a game built on lies, feelings are the most dangerous truth of all. In a city where every truth has a price and every lie can kill, they'll both discover the hardest con to pull off is the one on yourself. Satekeralan. A lawyer, a liar, a family consumed by the thirst for power. In a world full of deceit, who is the real fraud? At number 4, we have Aşk ve Gözyaşı, also known as Queen of Tears. Once they promised marriage forever, but forever came too soon. Selim, the legal director of Axel Group, a man torn between ambition and love, between duty and desire. And Mayra, the heiress of a powerful empire, strong on the outside, broken within, trapped between family expectations and a heart that's quietly failing. When Selim discovers his wife's illness, the divorce papers turn to dust, and every moment becomes a race against time. As old loves return and buried secrets rise to the surface, their fragile bond is tested by truth, forgiveness, and the fear of goodbye. When love meets fate and loyalty meets loss, what remains between them is not a promise, but a choice. Queen of Tears. Love can heal or destroy. The choice is theirs. At number 3, we have Güller ve Günahlar, also known as Roses and Sins. When Serhat was a boy, life struck him twice. His father abandoned him, and his family lost everything. But some men are forged in loss. Through sheer will, Serhat built himself back up, brick by brick, to become one of Istanbul's most respected businessmen, a man of family, a man of integrity, until the truth came for him. His wife, Berak, hiding a devastating secret, and before he could confront her, fate silenced her forever. But every ending gives birth to something unexpected. Her name was Zeynep, a woman from the other side of the city, outspoken, defiant, alive. Everything Serhat's world was not. Bound by a mystery, divided by class, drawn by something neither can control: mistrust and desire, ice and fire. As Serhat searches for the truth, Zeynep fights to keep his heart from turning to stone, because some flowers bloom in darkness, and some loves are born from sin. Roses and sins, love, betrayal, redemption, and the truth that refuses to die.
At number 2, we have Aynadaki Yabanji, also known as The Stranger in the Mirror. She had the perfect life, the perfect family, and the perfect lie. Azra and Emirhan Kara Aslan, the picture of love and success. But behind closed doors, his love became her cage. The night she tried to escape, tragedy struck. Her daughter, Layla, gone. Her life shattered. Desperate to survive, Azra disappears, reborn with a new face, a new name, definite. But memories have a way of finding their way home. Every shadow whispers her name. Every mirror shows a stranger she almost remembers. As she uncovers the mansion's darkest secrets, she discovers the truth buried deep within her own heart. She is Azra. She is Layla's mother. And she is the key to everything. Aina Daki Yabanji, the stranger in the mirror. Some faces hide pain. Some hearts hide truth. But the mirror never lies. At number 1, we have Halif Kuklerin Charisi, also known as The Call of the Roots. The haunting sound of a ney flute drifts through the desert wind. The sun sets over the vast plains of Urfa. Some men spend their lives escaping fate, only to find it waiting where it all began. Serhat, a brilliant surgeon, a man who left his homeland and its traditions behind to build a new life in Istanbul. And Melek, he found the love he had never dared to dream of. But love cannot silence destiny. When his father dies, Serhat is called back to Urfa, to the land, the blood, and the power he once swore to leave behind. There, among ancient rivalries and old debts, a new burden awaits him: to become the next Ah and to marry Yildiz, the daughter of the rival clan, to end a feud written in blood. But when Melek follows her heart back to him, love and duty collide, and Serhat must choose between the woman he loves and the legacy that owns him. In this mansion, every soul carries a secret. Every silence hides a sin. And the past never truly dies. The Call of the Roots, where blood binds, love defies, and fate never forgets.